So that brings me back to bull market girlfriends. There needs to be better checks and balances in the space, and this is why. So there's some things that we need to look at, and that's obviously like the legality of this, because right now I think they're skating by. I'm not sure what the tax laws or rules are for it. Similarly to crypto, how everything's very new. They've now hopped on crypto and they've given us rules. We got to report it and everything like that. But the NFT space, they're still largely skating by because they're essentially crowdfunding projects where they're getting a bunch of people to invest in the NFTs that they're releasing, and they're using that money to promise we'll have a space in the metaverse. We'll do this. You'll have access to that. Yada yada yada. So that needs to meet legislation, of course. And then back to bull market girlfriends, verifying project members. This is actually an article about the bull market girlfriends, and Vice.com, whatever that is. They talk about the artists, right? Christina K, Chris K, and her husband Martin Lavoie, right? These are the people that have apparently created this NFT. So what happens when I search these people's names? I get a Martin Lavoie. I'm not sure if this is the Martin Lavoie here or where Christina K is. That's not even her real name. It's an alias. I'm only able to confirm the. Oh, this isn't even her. Let's see. I do know that there is a bull market girlfriend. Okay. So I'm only able to confirm the social media accounts of these people. I'm not actually able to confirm their identities. So at the same reason as the same token as this says this is by Christina K and Martin Lavoie, I don't know who these people are. I don't even know if they're even real. Like, how do we verify that this is the Martin Lavoie that's working on bull market girlfriends? From what I see, I have nothing tying him to that project whatsoever. So I don't know if this is the right guy. I have no idea. There's no checks and balances in the space. You don't know who is actually working on that. And that's actually a problem of the internet, right? In a lot of cases, how do you verify somebody is who they say they are? Yeah, I mean, you can look at different projects. One of the things that Hoke Hustles has told me to look for has been sales volume and some of those tangible factors you can measure, because you're not going to really be able to verify people's identity. You can look at sales volume, but not be tricked by sales volume, because burner accounts can be used for people to purchase their own work. And so, I mean, let's even just do some math here. Okay, so the activity over the last 90 days, we look at it all time. We see these spikes, right? And obviously, like, the dips are when they're doing the raffles. So that's when someone wins and they're able to, get that raffle. So that's to be expected. But we can actually see at one point the average price of one of these NFTs, or one of them actually was able to sell for. Yeah, this is actually the average. 16 ETH. Okay, if we look at the all-time volume and the all-time average price, and we times, so that'd be 470 times 2, right? And I'll just take the exact numbers. You'll see where I'm going with this in a moment. So let's take these two values. Whoops. And we get 955. So 955 times the price of Ethereum today. What in the heck is that? Okay. This would be the number of sales in US dollars that bull markets has reached, right? So if we're like thinking of a stock and we're thinking of market cap, which it's not really the same thing, but this is the amount of sales that have occurred in bull market, right? So we're looking almost 3 million. That's for a project for a company, that's not a lot of money, right? I mean, it's not so crazy to think that anybody could just who has 3 million could just purchase their own NFTs and make it look like it has a lot of volume, when in actuality they're just trying to sucker people into buying the NFT. So you get what I'm alluding to. It's like you got to look at these projects and do the math. Like, are these projects, do they have a few $1 million in volume, or do they have I don't know what's NFT punks? What's like the big one? Yeah, I think these are no cyberkongs, right? Cyberkongs. Okay, you don't even have to do the math. You know for a fact that okay, they've traded 54,000. The average price is 10 ETH. I mean, uh, it's legitimate. But just that to say, that's something that you might not even think of unless you were investing in stocks and things like that. Bull markets is a penny stock. Cyberkongs would be like your regular blue chip stock. That goes on to like you know verifying projects. The other concern with projects released in the past year or two are consistent declines in the OpenSea floor price, which pretty much every project I've seen has had consistent declines over the past 2 years. I believe these blue chips, they might be slightly different. Like, right, we're able to see that this this has like pretty much stayed fairly consistent after increasing, after its initial increase. But if we go to something like, I don't know, we can pick a random one. Bull Run Babes, that just happened to pop up. Okay. We look at their all-time activity. You're going to see that it started out high and then it dropped over time to now it's almost like it's getting to the point where it could almost be worthless, zero point zero 0.01 ETH. But that's a common theme that I'm noticing in the NFT space. Only the exceptional ones that I'm seeing are actually going up or maintaining. So, I mean, just even imagine, are you holding on to these projects for 5, 10 years? What's happening? Are the majority of them going to zero, or the majority of them, or even, half or a quarter, are they going up? Like a stock would. So,